Camcat Publishing presents Shadows over London by Christian Klaver, narrated by Fiona Hardingham. To Katie. Myths are public dreams. Dreams are private myths. Joseph Campbell. Prologue. The Faerie King. Some dreams are so true that it doesn't matter if they actually happened that way or not. They're so true that they've happened more than once. My dreams about the Faerie were like that. Most of the rest of England got their first glimpse of the Faerie on the night London fell. But not me. I saw my first Faerie 10 years before that, on my 6th birthday. My name is Justice Kasric, and my family was all tangled up with the Faerie even before the invasion. Because I'd been born on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, Father always made a grand affair of my birthday so that it wasn't all swallowed up by the other holidays. That's why, long after Christmas supper had come and gone, I stood at the frosted window of my room, looking out into the darkness, trying to guess what kind of surprise Father had in store for my 6th birthday. I was sure that something wonderful was coming. Maybe a pony, or even ponies. I crept quietly out of my room. I didn't want to wake Faith, my older sister. I didn't see or hear anyone on the top floors, but then I heard movement from down in the front hall. Father. He clicked his pocket watch closed, tucked it back into his dark waistcoat, and pulled the heavy black naval coat off the hook by the door. I was sure he'd turn around and see me crouched on the stairs, but he only stood a moment in the shrouded half-moonlight before opening the front door. A cool mist rolled noiselessly past his ankles as he went out. I was in luck. Where else would Father be going except to feed the ponies? I pulled on my rubber boots and threw my heavy blue woolen coat over my nightgown, determined to follow. When I opened the door and looked out into the front garden, the mist hung everywhere in soft carpets of moonlit fleece. Father was nowhere in sight, but I could hear him crunching ahead of me. I paused, sensing even then that some steps took you further than others. The enormity of my actions lay heavily on me. The comforting, warm interior of the house called for me to come back inside. It was not too late to go back. I could return to the rest.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?